Now I'm going to check through my settlements and see if there's anything I should build. Here, first of all, aluminum needs to expand to the governor's palace. Okay, that's a minor city. All in all, things are looking good, very good indeed. No constructions are going to be started in Mediolanum because it's currently sieged. Furthermore, our army in the south
Imperator, engage the enemy!
Can successfully march north.
Moves depleted, sir.
Here, a unit can be disbanded or more until it reaches blue, or only 2 are left. Okay, so that's all there will be here. 2 brigades. It looks like things worked out splendidly for us. In an empty.
Orders?
And we're going to further decrease enemy's power over here.
Onward! Onward!
In any case, this location here is very, very difficult to travel through. Furthermore, here I think that we need to start moving forward.
Sir! Imperator, onward!
But
Imperator,
that will be impossible. I'll need to spend some additional time in Surta until this is fully taken care of. I mean, the public order is fully taken care of. What do we see next?
Sir!
An army needs to reach Thapsus. So, glorious day. Rebels have been defeated. These 2 brigades will be disbanded. This one will stay mercenary hoplites. Hoplites are spearmen that are most effective in their formidable, if slightly inflexible, phalanx formation, a tight block of men presenting many spear points to the enemy. Operating in such a fashion, these units are a powerful force against infantry or cavalry. Hoplite tactics are simple. A unit generally approaches in a normal order and then closes up into a phalanx so that each soldier is protected by the overlapping shield of his neighbor. It is simply a matter of closing with the enemy as quickly as possible to decide the battle. The basis of military power in ancient Greece was the hoplite and his willingness to fight alongside his fellow citizens. But now these troops are some of the most effective mercenaries in the known world. Hoplites wear a hardened leather cuirass breastplate and carry both a round shield, the hoplon, and the thrusting spear. This spear has a bronze butt spike to plant in the ground. Bronze, unlike iron, does not rust, which doubles as a weapon if the spear shaft breaks. Okay. All in all, everything else is in order. Greek ships are sailing around, but they're no threat to us because we're not war officially against them. The Britii here is still in Corinth. They increased their forces significantly here. Corinth is a major settlement and they may start conducting military operations against the Greeks. And it looks like they are at war against the Greeks. The Brutii are winning against the Macedonians, or so it seems. I'm not sure if the city of Salona belongs to the Macedon, but it certainly currently belongs to the Brutii, and the entire coast that it controls belongs to the Brutii. So it looks like the Romans have taken quite a bit of land close to the sea, which will reduce pirating and make trade far more effective for us. I do see gold ships here in the north, but unfortunately I cannot sail my fleet there.
Set sail!
Because the Greeks are making sure that it's impossible. In any case, I'm going to retrain my shipped here and it costs 388, which is reasonably expensive. Okay, so it looks like that will be all of it for now. I do have quite a bit of cash, and I'll be making more, so I am glad that it's just like that. The settlement is writing. It is a disgrace that Roman laws should be defied in such a manner. Damaged buildings, High King's Hall, Great Market, Warlord Stables, over 1,000 citizens died. That was a bad rebellion. Many have been slaughtered. Now I'll just have to wait further. Reinforcements to garrison the city are underway, and it looks like they will be just enough to fix this rebellion. So things are looking good for us. Furthermore, let's move
Sir!
against
Engage the enemy!
these Gauls that are sieging Mediolanum. They will not
Attack!
fight, and that's it. I'm going to construct another cavalry unit and further expand buildings that will help with public order. Here I'm gonna go for better ports. More religious buildings. Thapsus will increase the tax rate, and also construct a large temple of Jupiter. My navy should sail north to intercept Gaul navies that would otherwise be
Prepare to engage!
pirating our ships and such. The further south they go, the more Roman fleets they're going to meet from other families. Here
attack!
I'm going to close up even further on the Median capital. Okay, things are not looking bad at all. This force,
General.
I think now
Imperator.
we can march out. And that's exactly how it's gonna go. It looks like just as suspected. The Carthaginians have a significant force there, so they will be keeping that down in check. It probably would be sensible for me to increase my forces here to a level where I would be able to defeat them. But at the same time I see that their forces are not nearly as powerful, but they will be defending, so it's not going to be much easier unless they march out of the city. If they do decide to march out, it would give us a chance of winning. So in any case, I have decided to risk and assault. Let's see how this will go. I'll be reinforcing my forces consistently.
Victory! Engage the enemy!
And hopefully that will do a great difference.
At your service.
Here we see quite a few rebel forces. These need to be defeated, so maybe I'll just turn back and
Orders!
move into Cirta to reinforce myself after I deal with the rebels. And that will be it. The British are close by as well. Britannia. Construction required. War. The Greek cities have declared war on the house of Julii. I wonder why. It probably has to do with politics. In any case, it's certainly not good for us, and they have decided to
prepare to engage.
block our parts.
Victory!
And so we'll have to chase them.
Move, sir.
Now look at that, a Vasum Temple of Jupiter. The Vasum Temple is dedicated to Jupiter, the supreme god of Rome. He's the special protector of Rome, the lord of heaven and the bringer of light. Auguries are the way in which Jupiter communicates with the mortal world, and his priests are skilled in reading signs in the flight of birds, sacrifices, and so forth. Religion always makes a people feel happy and content to know that the gods are honored in such a grand fashion. This temple can be improved as the settlement grows in size and importance. Okay, so I've just ordered the construction of it, and it costs a significant amount. Here I'm gonna go for first of all a shipwright, so that we could have better ports. Very important without a doubt. And now
Sir!
I need to
Engage the enemy.
start conducting military operations on
Victory!
the Carthaginian
Prepare
land
for
here.
battle. Victory!
Let's
Attack!
attack
Victory! Attack!
the
Move
rebels
depleted,
there.
sir.
Okay, that will be it. And
Orders!
also
Attack! Moves depleted, sir.
let's move on Dimidi, another settlement that belongs to Numidia. Not very dangerous though.
General! Attack! Victory!
Here we're going
Attack!
to eliminate these.
Victory!
As you can see, they were
Ambush
not
in place.
eliminated fully to the man, and that's why these kind of battles
Orders! Sir! Move out! General!
must be
Move out!
fought manually. Barbarian cavalry mercenaries can be disbanded. I'm gonna go for additional unit of equites. Equites are light cavalrymen armed with spears. In the Roman system of war, they are intended to drive off skirmishers and pursue fleeing enemies. The word equites means horsemen, and they are recruited from among the well-off section of society. They wear little armor and only carry spears and shields. As a result, they can charge enemies, but may be cut to pieces by a prepared defensive line of spearmen if these were attacked head-on. Instead, they should be used against the flanks or rear of units, or to keep missile troops and skirmishers away from the main Roman heavy infantry, who are the real killers of a Roman army. Historically, equites were drawn from the equestrian classes, literally the rich people who could afford to own horses, and they spent their own money on both horse and war gear.
Sir!
Okay, so our north has been successfully defended now. Things are looking good. One of the commanders here can be sent on to Batavium, where he's going to be given a command to manage the settlement. And hopefully luck will smile upon him.
Orders!
So let's take a look through our leaders. This guy is a local gear hero, poor farmer. These are the new ones he gained. That's exactly what I'm looking for. This guy is restrained, has rational beliefs. Seeing if there's anything new. Office of Consul, nothing. So it looks like most of these didn't got much. He's benevolent ruler, which gives him influence and reduces squirrel. Increases public order. Okay. What else? This guy learn how to fight. He got a trait understanding of strategy. This man has a basic grasp of strategy, but his studies have only just begun. He's still good ambusher. Nothing much really. He didn't gain almost nothing. He's faction heir, and that's that. Let's take a look at the family tree. So as you can see, his son is not the faction here, and this faction here is currently fighting in the media, and I like him. So far so good.
Sir!
He's definitely more of a Spartan than anything, and it looks like that's all. The population here doesn't feel very happy, especially in here. I'm going to increase my garrison count to 3 town watch brigades through the empire. This will reduce my income significantly, but hopefully this will keep everybody in check. Alright, done. The Gauls are here with their main army. But we learned Legion found in Mediolanum faction announcements. Trait increase, Vivius Julius, +3 strategy, return expands, Quintus Julius, priest of Bacchus, +2 influence, +1 management. He got a priest of Bacchus. I wonder why did he got a priest of Bacchus. Maybe Julius became a better commander. That's our faction leader. So these traits will go up. A lot more town watch has been built through the empire.
Imperator.
These need to be disbanded.
Sir!
And the new commander in Batavium can manage the settlement. Okay, things are not looking bad at all here. Moral taxes can be done. Probably they won't rebel. This fort here is tough. I like that. And
Orders?
we'll soon strike them. First of all,
Imperator.
I want
Attack!
to siege the city.
Besieging settlement, sir! Settlement under siege, sir!
It looks like it's gonna be an easy one. Furthermore, here we will go after the rebels. Let's see. if they will run away. They probably will. Chasing them
Victory!
is not easy.
Prepare for battle!
In any case, here we finally got a chance to engage them. And here we see their numbers. Let's fight them.
I carry units!
Done. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spread my forces. I'll get my general up on with Equites to the main line, and we're going to just march forward just like that. I see that their forces are really mostly peasants supported by skirmishers. They should not be of any kind of a serious resistance to us. In fact, I'm going to order my army to run, and I think that we're just going to, with the relative ease, tear through them. As you can see, their cavalry is approaching us. But I don't think that this is gonna be a big deal. In any case, they won't engage, which is good for us. Let's just keep moving towards them. Their rebel brigands armed with these spikes here are not going of any importance whatsoever. They will run very, very quickly. Their cavalry may stand the battle for just a bit longer. But not for long. So their cavalry is without a doubt tougher. Here, let's not stop.
The gods who fill the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
Killing them. We won't be able to chase down their cavalry because their skirmish cavalry is much quicker than ours. Good for them. Okay. Their cavalry did manage to recover there, so we will challenge them. Here they have skirmishers who will most likely fight us only if we stop In any case, chasing them down is not going to be an easy one. They're left with skirmish cavalry, and our cavalry is unable to catch them. Two of our cavalry brigades may catch them. Here, my general will be able to catch up with their skirmishers, and they won't stay in the fight for long. In turn, will be annihilated.
The enemy army is in flight.
They even engaged us out there. Alright. Done.
This is a heroic.
We did successfully achieve the victory, and now, without the rebels blocking our paths
Victory!
and in other ways hindering us, we will be able to
Imperator!
retrain our
Orders!
forces
Prepare for battle!
and assault the enemy. Next, I'm going through the settlements, see what can be constructed here. Ports, very important, and more ports, or better, I'll build a large temple of Jupiter. Also, I will be targeting Greek ships, because they have already blocked one of our ports. It looks like Greeks consider us to be just Romans and they hate us, instead of consider us as a different Roman family. Okay, let's see why they're so unhappy. Cultural penalty. And the garrison only adds 20%, so it looks like the people in Lilibium, they're not afraid of our garrison. In here, I'm going to construct an additional town watch.
General!
And
At your service, watching and waiting.
they're very low in numbers. There's nobody around, and Tingi is very well protected. In any case, things are not looking bad for the Carthaginians there. In the north,
Sir! Orders!
Italy frontier,
Ready to ambush! Prepare for battle!
we will try to assault these goals with everything we've got, and let's see where this is going to lead us. We could gain additional troops here, but they are very expensive. I think that we can win. Let's see how the Gauls will respond to this. The Gauls will launch an attack, so it looks like in here they have brought truly significant army. Many barbarian mercenaries. These men of a spear warband are effective against cavalry and most infantry, but lack the discipline of more civilized troops. Their spears, however, make them valuable defensive warriors for any commander, and in common with other barbarians, they are expert at using cover to hide. The warband is the basic unit of any barbarian army. These particular warriors have given their loyalty to a strong leader rather than the tribe. Each warrior is protected by a combination of a large shield and clothing made from furs and leather. Skirmish warbands, the warband, and also we see the faction leader, the faction heir, and one of the family members here. So this is a serious formation. First of all, the faction leader. He's Brennus the Cunning. Good commander, 5 stars. Good manager, 5 points and 6 points for influence. One of his retinue is a bard. A great man's great deeds need to be properly celebrated in epic poetry. +1 influence. Civilized slave, just a little something I bought to remind me of those decadent fools. Faction leader, good commander, intelligent Spartan. Devote. This man has he's devout, has sincere religious beliefs and respects those of others. Spy master. This man is an artist with information able to sift the whole truth from convincing falsehoods with the merest scraps of evidence. 30% discount on agent training costs. His hair, Luco the Bloody-Handed. He has one of the veteran warriors in his squad. A grizzled veteran of many campaigns, loyal and truth, constantly alert to dangers around his warlord. +1 to personal security, improves the chances of detecting and foiling assassination attempts. He's calm. This man seldom allows emotion to influence his decisions or his person of duty. +1 influence, +1 management. Military genius. This man was born a military genius with battle experience. He could become an exceptional commander. Grower. This man has a fondness for the simple life of a gentleman. Farmer. +1 to farming output. Berserker. This man's berserk rages are the stuff of legend. He is almost suicidal, savagery in unmatched and fearsome. -4 morale for all troops on the battlefield. +3 command when attacking, -3 command when defending. Looks like he is very dangerous. -4 morale for all troops on the battlefield. Looks like he can scare troops. Superior commander. This man has a superior grasp of the tactics needed to fight a successful battle. Untouched by fear. This man never feels uneasy when going to battle. Battle is an old friend to be greeted and enjoyed. Victor. This man's many victories have made him popular amongst the masses. +2 influence, -1 from personal security. Good attacker. This man is definitely developing his skills as an aggressive general. +2 command when attacking. Been in wars. This man carries the scars of his battles with pride. +2 to your general's hit points. Truthful. A discreet silence about this matter is in order. Increases the chance of having children. Faction heir. Being the faction heir gives this man a certain amount of power and influence regardless of his ability. The command. This man's sound grasp of strategy and tactics inspires confidence in all who follows him into battle. It looks like they are attacking us with a very powerful force. And they are facing Marcus Julius, apparently lawyer, heartless ruler, sober, understanding strategy, vanquisher, outstanding speaker, tradesman, poor farmer, local hero. That will give us some morale on the battlefield. Okay, it looks like his berserker skill reduces morale for all troops on the battlefield, but it's unclear if it reduces for his own troops, for my own troops, for all the troops. I'm not sure. In any case, we'll be going into this battle now. If we win here, we know that we secured northern Italy. It's safe. If we don't win here, it's not good.
Men, we face adversity. A band of brothers dedicated to the warrior's code of strength and victory.
All right. Now, first of all, we'll position everybody. Very well. And here we are. And what will this bring us? I'm not sure. They're attacking us, so that's that. 2 generals are on the side, and 2 cavalry are on this side as well. So it's definitely not an easy one. I'm going to fast forward this just for a little bit. Let's see how the enemy will approach us. Okay, I want the equities here, and that's what we're gonna do. Furthermore, on the flanks, we may engage. Also, I want these guys to kind of quickly show up here, where they could slightly cover me against these two generals units. Okay, so wow, the battle begins here, and it looks like they are very, very dangerous here. I'm going to send in additional reinforcements. And our troops have been broken here. Let's advance forward. Here the general has been wounded, as well as other forces here are advancing. They are surrounding us here, as you can see, which isn't good. We killed one of their generals. In fact, two of their generals have died. So their faction heir, Luko the Bloody-Handed, has died, and another faction member has died as well, as far as I'm aware. And here, what we're gonna do, what do I see? It looks like we were very, very lucky in this engagement here, and let's just kind of keep fighting, and let's keep killing them. Most importantly, our leader should stay in battle. He can't die. These guys have been trapped right there. Things are not looking simple, without a doubt. We're sending in additional forces. Their general needs to die. Very, very important. They are fighting our equities very, very effectively. And that's not good. However, we are breaking them in some areas. Let's take a look how battle looks like elsewhere. Here, I prefer to fight them in the back, so I'm sending one unit to fight them in the back. It looks like we have forces available in some of the areas. Here we have successfully won this serious fight. These guys managed to stand their ground. Very, very good. They don't have a number though. We've broken them here, and we are going to stack up against these. We'll be attacking their backs with the javelin fire, and this will just make them break further. Good for us, and that's what we want. Okay, we're breaking them. We're breaking them fine. These troops from here need to stack against enemy remaining formations. Here especially, we need support. We're being surrounded, And it looks like we are not only being surrounded, we are being defeated here. Completely annihilated simply. Everybody has been annihilated here. Our general must stand with his troops. On the other hand here, we just have to chase them. Okay, things are not looking good. My troops are not sticking together. There are some of them here. The king is dead.
The king has been killed! This will surely make his followers waver!
Oh wow, I can't believe that. That's great. Okay. Let's further fight them. This will surely make them break. It's important to survive this. My equities here are doing a really good job killing their remaining troops. The less of them turn around and fight us, the better it's going to be for us. Okay, they're still here and there's plentiful of them, but I kind of believe that if we do in fact stay together, we can prevail. The very important thing is not to allow their already broken troops to
the gods be praised!
turn around and face
the enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee!
Oh, without a doubt, that was a major battle. One of the enemy armies have never really crossed through the river. That's the general, the king, the faction leader. All in all, a lot of casualties on our side as well. We barely won this, just barely. It was a disaster. Very difficult to achieve. And it's good that we've got what we've got out of this. We've broken them. Here we're going to catch up on these. And there's a lot to kill, as you can see. The equities were a lot more capable at fighting the enemy than I guessed. Very good, very effective. They didn't run, they fought almost to the last. And obviously I could have more of these. Probably having 4 of these inside of a army would be the best count. My units are routing as well. And that is going to be it. So the general here, as you can see, has increased in rank significantly. He has silver chevrons. That's a sign of truly great capability to fight.
A day of victory, worthy of Rome and her armies. Our soldiers have done well.
Have done well indeed.
Victory!
The victory has been gained.
General!
This army needs to
Sir!
go.
Orders. General.
It actually needs to go on to Segesta first. From here we're going to march to Arretium, where we are going to increase our numbers even further. I'm going to order more cavalry, appreciated weapons, light weapons, and next I need to construct better units. So Principes maybe. For that I need Legion barracks, so that's what I'm going to focus now on, the Legion barracks all the way through northern Italy. So what are Legion barracks? A Legion barracks is a major structure in any town, allowing many troops to be trained. Before the reforms of Marius, the troops trained here are citizen warriors, men who have a real stake in defending the community. After Marius changes, the soldiers are hardened professionals. All barracks for the Roman legions are built on efficient standardized ground plan. No matter where in the world a legionary is sent to enforce Roman peace, he will always know his way around and where he is expected to be at all times. Okay, that's cool. And here, soon enough, we will start to construct these.
Your Honor, on my way.
Also, I'm going to send my spies forward, where we're going to see if we can encounter more enemies. Furthermore, I actually would like to make a deal with
You are mistaken, sir. At once. You are mistaken, sir. At once. Without delay.
with the Gauls. End of turn. Enemy army routes. Marcus Julius. The foe are so few in numbers that they have fled and hidden rather than force the might of true Romans any longer. They need no longer trouble our forces. So it looks like faction here and faction leader went to retake northern Italy and has been killed. Senate officers assigned. Pontifex Maximus for Lucius Julius and Questor for Vibius Julius. Pontifex Maximus, the supreme head of Roman state religion and controller of all religious colleges, including the Vestal Virgins. He is an absolute control of doctrine and to a great extent above the jurisdiction of the Senate and people of Rome. That's him. He's doing truly great career. And another one, that's our faction leader, called himself a Questor. Let's take a look at these here, right there. So our faction leader is here, the Questor, and Lucius Julius is Pontifex Maximus. You know what? I think that he kind of proved himself worthy, and now he's going to be reinstated as a faction heir, a title that he has once lost. He's faction heir. Office of Pontifex Maximus. This man holds the senatorial office of Pontifex Maximus. He is the chief religious officer of the state. +5 influence. Influence. When this man speaks, all stop to listen to his words. Even his opinions have the force of law for many. Management. This man is an efficient administrator, well able to deal with unexpected crises. So if one day he becomes a leader of a faction, it's fine. Priest of Jupiter to Decius Julius. And confident commander +1 to Marcus Julius. Good. War declared. Pontus, the Greek cities. And path blocked. All our diplomates got their paths blocked. Here, Pontus is still fighting the Greeks. Okay, now here we're going to assault. Median settlement. They have archers here, a unit that we are not familiar with. Archers are rightly feared for the casualties they can inflict, but they are vulnerable in hand-to-hand combat. They're drawn from the peasant classes of all societies, as these are the people who need to be skilled hunters in order to survive. Learning to use a bow well is something that takes a lifetime and constant practice, and putting food on the table provides good practice. They're best used to weaken enemy formations or placed in a spot where they can retreat and find protection from other troops. Okay, let's take the settlement for ourselves. Very few casualties.
Victory! This land is Roman!
And all in all, I think we can occupy the settlement. It is a large settlement without a doubt, but buildings we are not familiarized with here. Stables, this is the basic building required for training all cavalry units. We know this. Militia barracks, governor's villa. Governor's villa is a place where important decisions are made, and it gives the local state of grandeur. It serves as a training ground in basic politics and the uses of power. The villa is also a sign that the state's domination is permanent and secure. The villa allows development in a settlement to begin in earnest, as improvements to existing structures and new building projects are now possible. There's Temple of Milcart. We're going to destroy this temple. Retrain some of the troops, build a shrine of Jupiter, and we'll just wait a little.
Imperator, General.
As well, we're
Imperator.
soon going to advance against those.
General, Imperator,
In
General.
fact,
Prepare for battle.
it would be a good idea to do it now.
Prepare for battle.
Done, no more rebels.
Victory! Out of move, sir.
These can now go
Imperator,
back.
move out.
Military tribune. Military experience is the key to political advancement for friends and oneself. +1 command when defending improves the chances of getting elected as senatorial officers. 10% bonus to your popularity with the Senate. Okay, he was once a faction heir, but now he's disinherited. Done. So far, so good.
Sir!
Let's see if there's anything else we could construct. I'm gonna go here for the sewers. Here next we'll go for a governor's palace. Turn this into a minor city. Here in Cirta we'll have to build lush Temple of Jupiter, and my navy should fight the Gauls
Prepare for battle.
in these waters.
Out of move, sir.
You're on.
That will have to do for now. Unfortunately, I didn't move that army to the settlement, nor did they fight the Carthaginians there. Rioting in the Midi. Well,
Imperator.
that was expected, I guess. I do see that the enemy is close by. And they do not hold significant formations. We'll have to attack them anyway. And we're finally holding large swaths of land in northern Africa. We need to engage them before they run away. However, we can't engage them just yet, I don't think so. Let's see.
General! Orders! Orders! Imperator! Sir!
No, I'm not going to risk it. The forces over here can be retrained.
Orders!
Just like that. I'll throw experienced troops around. And how much cavalry do we need? An additional cavalry unit can be placed here, and that will be it. Those two there are a threat.
Orders! General! Prepare for battle!
And we're going to chase them down and kill them off. Next, the cities. Here I'm going to construct the blacksmith, a very important building. In Thapsus, an Abysm temple of Jupiter will be prepared. Barracks and Legion barracks in northern Italy are going down if we won't be attacked unexpectedly. Things will hopefully turn out to be very good for us. Now the army went to Arretium. Here they will be retrained and prepared for future combat operations. Also, additional cavalry units will go in, and I'm going to draw out the town watch away from the city, so we'll only lead the army in the city while the town watch will be celebrating or just kind of resting outside. Here people are not very happy. It's pretty much the unrest, probably the fact that we barely won the battle in northern Italy is giving recently occupied settlements a glimpse of hope, a little bit of hope. In any case, here we have an assassin. I'm going to construct this assassin, and we'll be traveling from here.
Ready to sail!
Our ships, but let's go after the Gauls, even if they're blockading another family.
Move, sir!
But let's take a look at our other family member fights, and it looks like Brutii are not winning against the Greeks. I mean, the Brutii, I wasn't talking about them, I was talking about Scipii. So the Scipii, I could have mixed in the past Brutii and Scipii. So basically the Scipii are not winning against the Greeks, while the Brutii here, the green ones, are winning against the Macedonians quite well. So the Greeks are tough, without a doubt, they are. And that is all.
Waiting to ambush!
What else do we see? Faction announcements: family member died due to tragedy, or maybe just died. New family member marriage celebrations. Sewers constructed, recruitment report. Quite a few have been retrained. Diplomatic informations. Armenia declared war on Parthia. And Sad is at peace with Gauls. Gauls are at peace with the house of Brutii. Furthermore, here we see enemy rebels present, not good. Also we'll have to fight these.
Sir! Prepare for battle! Victory!
And kill off the Carthaginians here.
Victory!
Enemy army routes. They will be sending a force at us though, so it looks like Tingi is used
Imperator! March!
as a city
depleted, sir.
for military operations. Let's further increase our numbers there.
Imperator! Move out! March! Forward!
Okay, I'm just gonna strengthen that army further. And that's it.
Sir! Onward! Sir! Onward!
Cavalry is in the city. We have 3 cavalry brigades here now. This could increase further to 4.
Orders!
And that'll do. Or maybe 3 in this case will be fine. That's it.
Orders!
Let's wait. Okay, another battle under the sea. That's good.
Ambush in place!
The Numidian
General!
warlord
Imperator!
is moving away.
General! General! March!
I don't like that. We can't keep the settlement at bay.
Orders!
Not yet.
Engage the enemy! Victory!
In any case, we
Out of
will
move,
be
sir. Orders! Attack! General! Leaving the army!
trying to do something about that. I've gathered some mercenaries here to try and do something about it. At the same time, I'll be
Prepare for
attacking the Numidian general there. We're the most advanced faction. Roman greatness knows no boundaries. Our faction is the most advanced in the known world. Down expands, Lipsis Magna. Let's consider upgrading this to a large town. Good. Construction's done, agent found, diplomatic information. Recruitment report. Furthermore,
Sir!
as far as I'm aware,
Forward!
we can construct watchtowers. Watchtowers extend their line of sight over enemy territory, also forts. Forts provide temporary defense for armies on the move and can be used to defend strategic positions.
Build tower!
And
Imperator!
so we will be constructing
Onward!
these
Out of move,
towers
sir! Build tower! Imperator!
to expand our view. And that's that. I'm going to use this general to do exactly that and expand my view here.
Sir! Sir! Forward!
This army, I'll allow it to further strengthen, and that's it. From here we'll be just simply moving forward. The Gauls
Ready to sail! Prepare
need to
for
be
battle!
assaulted further.
Victory!
Let's chase them down
No more moves, sir!
and annihilate them. Medialanium looks like they're
Imperator!
very unhappy. Okay, the Equites are not going to be
Sir!
retrained there.
General.
In a retium, unfortunately. In medialanium they can be. Here I have to just construct more downwatch, and I'm going to increase the number of soldiers there in this army. As I started not as principes as I wanted to, and it will be fine, I have no doubts about it. Next, let's see if there's anything I could construct. Gonna construct farms in Lilibayam, also troops that could fight off these rebels here. All in all, things look under control. Pantheon, that's the last. Religious construction, population growth increase, public order bonus to wealth 25%, public order bonus to happiness 35%. This pantheon is for all the gods, but was originally devoted to the worship of Jupiter, the supreme god of Rome. He's the special protector of Rome, the lord of heaven and the bringer of light. Auguries are the way in which Jupiter communicates with the mortal world, and his priests are skilled in reading signs and the flight of birds, sacrifices and so forth. Religion always makes a people feel happy and content to know that the gods are honored in such a grand fashion. Let's do exactly that and construct Pantheon. Just like that. And that will be it for now. In order to tackle the rebel problem here, we'll probably need to construct 3 hostile brigades or so and attack them here. These forces will go after them. All in all, things look under control. If we won't meet another barbarian invasion in the north, things may turn out to be just fine. The Brutia is winning against the Macedonians decisively, and look at that. A thing that we so much wanted to avoid took place. We are being attacked in the north. Rioting in the Midi. Fortunately, nobody has been harmed, and this will put them in good order. Things are looking good. Furthermore, settlement besieged by the Gauls. Settlement besieged in Magna by a few family members, the faction leader as well. That looks a bit desperate to me. City expands. We can expand it to a large town. Most advanced faction Egypt. So it looks like Egypt has became better than us. Alliance announced. End of turn report. Okay. How much money we're making now? Approximately over 5,000. Here I'm going to get rid of Temple of Baal. Construct myself a Temple of Jupiter. It looks like that was the worst timing. I forgot that we have to go for Proconsul's place. In any case, that will just take a little bit longer. That's it. Also, the Gauls need to be annihilated in the waters.
Victory! Prepare to engage!
And it seems that they are a lot more capable
Yes, Captain! No more moves,
of the defending than I thought. Here we have an army, enemy army that we have to deal with.
Orders? Sir! Move out! Imperator! Imperator!
My force here is not as strong.
Fire! General!
As
General! Move out! joining forces.
It once was, but now we're up to the point. Okay, so we do have a bit more experience, I guess, in the worst
Prepare for battle.
scenario,
No more
and
moves, sir.
we will be able to
Imperator.
successfully attack them. The settlement is under siege. So here my Legion barracks have been done. I think this town is a bit too small for a Legion barracks. It's only a large town. Well, it needs to be a minor city to have Legion barracks. Also, these barracks are in a few settlements already. In 2, that's the 3rd, and this one also has. So 3 cities out of 5 have Legion barracks. The 4th will soon, very quickly, and everything without a doubt will be in order. Here I need to change the shrine to Jupiter. And this should fix some of my problems. Also, another major battle will take place here, but we should be able to defeat them due to our good numbers. And the rebels
Imperator.
are all over the place, really.
Onward. No more moves, sir.
Here
Prepare for battle.
we would have to
Tower. General.
fight
Prepare
these
for battle.
Numidians. Mercenary captain here for this guy. Years of hard times dealing with hard men make a mercenary captain a Billy advisor on tactics, recruitment and pillage. +1 command, 10% discount on unit training costs. He's untruthful, lily-livered. The sight of blood makes this man go pale, an unfortunate trait in one who is expected to command. -1 morale for all troops on the battlefield. That's not good. So he's gonna be a bad commander, without a doubt. Winning against them is not going to be something we can do, I don't think so.
Imperator.
In any case, I'm going to try and fight them though.
General.
Here, things do seem to be under control. Let's just keep the settlement in check and go after the
Engage the
Numidians
enemy. Victory.
themselves.
Engage the enemy.
Who we're facing here, a Balhano, social drinker, reverend. He also has a tutor. Learning to learn can only be of benefit to a statesman. Okay, this shouldn't be a very difficult battle. Let's go there and let's try to annihilate them.
Units on my order.
Okay. So, what am I really focused here on
Battle group. Group
is
disperse.
killing their
Units. Battle group. Units. Battle group. Fire at will. Units. Forward.
leader. In order for us to do that, we need to assault them with our cavalry. I'm going to chase down their skirmishers. They will probably try to run away, but our forces are very, very numerous here, and it's important to strike that general of theirs with what we have. Done. We have him surrounded, and he's running away.
The general is slain, and now his men fear us.
He's dead.
It is time to press the attack.
Good. It looks like we achieved the victory we wanted. Things are looking good. Now we're just going to chase down the remaining javelin men, and the battle will be over. I didn't want my general to get into the fight too early. They won't fight us, the enemy. They will consistently be running here, especially. Valhano is dead. That's our assault on them. Here we are supported with
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee!
And now, that's it.
All Rome will be amazed at such a victory! The day is ours!
Let's see if anybody survived. It looks like one did survive. That's it.
Victory! Move
This
completed, sir.
army
General,
will march
move out.
north. Okay, look at that. How many turns do we take it to march north? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, right? Here
Forward, onward.
it would take a very, very similar number. So it's really, really difficult to march out of this place. In any case, we'll try our best.
Fleet ready.
I'll probably use this force to
Aye, aye, Captain.
to sail onto the island here of Palma, maybe. In any case, that is all for now. We need to construct things up. Upgrades missile weapons, upgrades armor. That's what I like to see. Here as well on armorer and aluminum, so we'll be focusing quite a bit on the military. There. Good. That will be it. Despicable treachery, Nero per penna. This man has no honor as a Roman. May his new masters live to rue the day that they embrace such a black-hearted monster of falsehood. It looks like he has been bribed.
Imperator. Sir.
Popularity gained with the Senate. The senators of Rome have a much improved opinion of your achievements and now look favorably upon you, most of the time. End of turn. New family member. Construction report. And recruitment report. Fine. How's the situation here? They cannot assault the settlement, they can only try to wait until they're able to make an offensive on us. This is what we would need. I'm gonna call on them. And with this force, we should be able to win against them.
Fleet ready.
The fleet needs to recover. Furthermore, this city needs to expand. That's it. I'm as well going to see if there's anything I would like to build. Nothing. We'll start a new campaign now.
General! Sir! Forward! Orders!
And with this campaign, we'll try to take the city of Tingi.
Orders!
So let's do just that. We'll start with the fight against the Carthaginians. They are without a doubt numerous.
I carry on my body many great scars, honorably earned.
Okay. We have a lot more cavalry in this battle, which in such a numbers can be used very, very effectively, without a doubt, which is exactly what we are going to aim to do. And that's it. So I'm waiting for the army to approach. So this force is sent to fight the Carthaginians. Also, Hastati may in the future be changed to Principes, which would be very, very good. They are kind of keeping themselves close to the line here, so I need my cavalry to run just behind them. Oh, look at that. Will they approach us? Looks like they will. That's just good for us. Let's attack them with everything we've got. I think we'll annihilate them. Easily with such a charge.
The enemy general is slain, and now his men fear us. It is time to press the attack.
Good. We killed all of them, and as you can see, they will be bringing more. If they're gonna do this further, we're just going to slaughter them one brigade at a time, which is good. Very, very good for us. Let's see, it looks like this time they'll send two. Let's face them. This should create a chain route. In turn, we will annihilate them further. Good, that's what I like to see. The most important thing is not to involve in fighting while not everybody is engaged. Okay, at this point I think we can catch up with them. So cavalry alone is doing all we can. And one charge in such a massive numbers is just enough to break all of them. Alright. Here we're going to launch many javelins at them. Let's now defeat the remaining ones.
The gods be praised! The enemy are full of fear, and now they flee!
They were very, very poorly managed here. We have successfully killed them all off.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms!
Exactly. And we suffer very, very few casualties. Done.
Orders.
That's good to know that it's a victory.
Engage the enemy.
And we're just going to move forward.
General.
This army needs to go into the city. Here we will reduce the number of mercenaries.
Orders.
This army will wait for reinforcements.
Move out, General. Onward. Move out.
And
Sir.
that's it. We should be just in time to strike the Numidians. And that's that. After that, we'll go for barracks and establish ourselves like that. Here we'll be going against the rebels.
Imperator.
Next
General.
objective is to strike the army that's assaulting Mediolanum. Mostly war bands with skirmishers. Enemy army is led by Taximagulus of Matisco, his confident commander, and has a command talent, which gives him 2 stars. Let's fight him. I think that this is not going to be a big deal for us. We should outnumber him, and with all that cavalry, we'll hit him on a side, and that hit to the side should be enough to do a lot of damage.
The reinforcements are here! Send them to fight! Dishearten the enemy!
Okay. Let's send our forces forward. All in all, it's fine. Here can we rout them? Maybe if we would attack with all the cavalry of one of their war bands, maybe then we would be able to rout them. Otherwise, I don't think so. What will I try to do here is I'll try to set up a perimeter deep behind enemy lines. Okay, they're sending reasonable forces against us here, but I don't think that they will be strong enough. Furthermore, what I'm gonna do next now is I'm going to issue orders to attack. In this way, I will be taking away attention from the rear. Alright. Here we're going to strike into those skirmishers. And the general's bodyguard.
The general is running away! This is no way! Gods be praised! The enemy general is dead!
He's dead. And it looks like his entire army is going after him. So this is what he has. A barbarian warlord surrounds himself with fierce warriors as a personal guard. These spear-armed cavalry are an elite reserve for use in a moment of crisis. Every warlord commands by right of personal courage as much as a tactical skill and must prove himself in battle. He and his guards are equipped as cavalry with spears, leather and armor. and the shield so that they can dash to any point on the battlefield. The warlord can inspire his men to greater effort just by his presence, and also has enough men to be a significant force should the need arise. In any case,
his men know their doom approaches.
It looks like his entire army isn't running just yet. And they will be soon.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
Exactly, and they cost a lot to sustain. So things are where we want them. Now let's wait for the remaining soldiers to die. Let's wait until they all die. That's it. Let's avoid friendly fire as much as possible. And it looks like it's almost all over. Can we kill him? Soon clear. Done, we killed him. This guy
Rome demands victory from her generals, and this day is clearly our victory.
Exactly, this day is clearly our victory. Done.
Victory! General!
Okay. Now what I'm going to do here.
Onward! Orders! General! Sir! Move out!
I will retrain the troops. And after that
Imperator!
I'll be
Onward! Out of move, sir!
marching forward into Gaul. They would prefer Gisfar, but they want the north. No, that would be unacceptable. Let's just fight. Senate mission failure. Faction destroyed Seleucid Empire. This once mighty people has been defeated. An obstacle on the path to glory has been removed, but maybe only to be replaced by those that removed it. And the turns it expands our retinue. Good will expand it soon. Largest faction Egypt. We are the strongest faction. That's good. Fire in effect. Looks like Pontus was unable to defeat the Greeks.
Orders! Forward! No more moves, sir!
Fortunately for them.
Imperator!
It will take some time for them to travel there. I will build the barracks here. These will be called Legion barracks.
Imperator!
Let's
Engage
defeat
the enemy!
these Carthaginians close by.
Engage the enemy! Victory!
And
Onward!
we'll be
No more
further
moves, sir.
traveling towards Stingy.
On my way.
Your honor. Orders! Prepare for battle!
There's gonna be a major battle over there. If it takes place.
Sir! Onward!
Alright, this army is ready to face these Numidians here. And we're just in time. With everything we've got, we certainly could defeat them. Also here the rebels should be annihilated as well. Let's see, can they do it? Yes, they can. And so they are no more. We do not need these in the area for any longer. 3 downwatch brigades are mostly through the area. Temple of Jupiter, and all in all, everything is kind of kept in check. Things are not looking bad. This army needs to now move to...
Onward! No more moves, sir. General. Onward!
Face them. Or...
Orders!
I could travel here and increase the level of armor that will be available here. Probably that would be a good idea to strengthen the troops even further before we advance into enemy lands. Okay,
General.
that will be it. Set mission site, assigned blockade port. Not gonna do that. We have militia barracks here in Sikestan. Nothing more can be done here. So let's go for farms. Temple. Alright. What do we have here?
Onward!
Let's attack Serta.
Orders! Attack! Victory!
I'm surprised
Your service.
just how many
Secrecy is assured.
Orders!
At your service.
forces the enemy has here
Orders! Attack!
outside of their settlement. Look at that. Skirmishers. Skirmishers rush forward to pepper an enemy with the javelins and then withdraw in good order before a counterattack can be organized. They are light infantry equipped with small throwing javelins, a falcata sword and a small shield resembling the Greek pattern shield. When the opportunity presents itself, they are traditionally recruited from amongst the Ibera cells, regardless of where they are recruited. They are skillful practitioners of the skirmishing arts and very adept at springing tactical ambushes. They are not intended to hold a position in a battle line, but to harass and disrupt the enemy. Also, we have round shield cavalry. They are best used to ride down skirmishes and pursue fleeing enemies. They lack the armor protection needed for prolonged melees against heavier opponents, and as they are armed with swords, do not have an initial shock value when they charge home. That said, properly deployed, they will give a good account of themselves. Let's just annihilate them here.
Victory!
Not all of them.
Your honor.
Will
Secrecy is assured.
retreat west
Move, sir.
towards their city,
March! No more moves, sir.
so we'll have to kind of deal with them later.
Sir!
Okay, all in all,
General! Attack!
fine. Now it's time to engage these guys. So here we have these two companies led by the generals. They are kind of generals' bodyguard cavalry.
The portents are bad, my friends, but I do not care!
It looks like everybody knows that it's not gonna be an easy one. And gonna be okay, I have no doubts about it. So first of all,
Reinforcements have arrived! But are they in time to take part in the battle?
these are useless. Without a doubt. They are good for protecting the town, that's it. What they really need here is I need these to fight the frontal battle. These can, in fact, without a doubt, stop the enemy. These could target the enemy while it's trying to pursue, and it's fine. In a fight, they will be useful, even if they won't stand in the fight for long. Let's just make sure we throw everything we have. Looks like these can go back. No, these can go back. These need to still keep the distance. And throw those javelins. As you can see, they're not doing a lot of damage, but they have no doubt that there are some hidden values that are being reduced, which would give us an opportunity to win the final battle. Okay, now we've got it. We've kind of
Units, form up.
Got it done
Group dismiss.
here, and they all can be here, brought forward. What they need to do here is they need to protect themselves behind these phalanx and shoot all of their javelins onto the enemy. It doesn't look like they can do it just yet. So let's move just a little bit closer. I want everybody to blast at least a couple of volleys at them. At the same time, I'm going to attack the enemy with my phalanx. So as you can see here,
They're attacking us!
we are without a doubt having an advantage here, and they will be attacking us, I have no doubts about it. Now we're finally inflicting losses as well, and they're not moving, so it can't get any better than that. While we're showering them with 4 units javelin. This is unheard of, without a doubt. Not something you can see every day, I guess. And that's it. The javelin would rout very, very quickly. So as you can see, throwing javelins at the enemy is not going to be a big deal. In any case, it's time to get these troops forward. Let's see if they can provoke the enemy to attack them. And what will it be? It looks like it will be the case. They will be moving in onto the front, and due to this, they will most likely end up now with the okay. We're going to do the same. With the second. They just cannot win against a frontal assault. They will all die.
The enemy king runs from the battle. Will his men follow? Or had they more backbone?
Here we are going to assault them with our skirmishers. The skirmishers may lag, or they may not. It depends. In any case, everything's looking good. They will be defeated.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
Did run away though. And they both survived. Lucky. They were very lucky.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman.
Exactly. Very, very heroic.
Victory! No more moves, sir.
This army will have to go against the enemy now. His confident commander. They will go against the rebels. In here we'll be focusing on the military now. And that will do. Senate officer son. Our faction leader is increasing in rank. Drunken uncle for Quintus Julius. He also has a comedian. Nine and thrice nine. No mistress, no listen. Oh, did yeah not? Oh no. Oh, where was I? The prologue. Drunken uncle, even in the greatest family, there is always someone who specializes in causing embarrassment. He likes flutter, his cold manner, has rational beliefs, his architect, likes to flutter. A battle, a race, the fall of a leaf is nothing to this man, unless he can spice things up with a small wager. 5% penalty to all trade income, 10% increase to cost to bribe, cold manner, minus to influence, 200 increase to cost to bribe. This man's cold manner can be an asset to a leader as he allows little to disrupt his composure. Construction required. Armors are being established here. And so, fine.
Orders.
Let's go and gain better armor here for the entire army. What else can be constructed? Now I'm just gonna go for expansion here population isn't feeling very well. Let's increase public order
Imperator!
further.
General!
This army needs to defeat the rebels.
Attack!
That's what I like to see.
Victory!
And
Imperator! Orders?
I think that
Can't do it,
they
sir.
could
Onward.
march forward
Move, sir.
and attack
Imperator.
Numidian settlement out there. That would be very, very good. Here the settlement has expanded. I want to increase.
Imperator! Onward! No more moves, sir.
A few things.
Orders?
Here we'll have to
Attack!
further fight
Victory! Engage the enemy!
their forces,
Victory! Victory!
which are leaving
Engage
the
the
city.
enemy! Victory! Engage the enemy! Victory! Engage the enemy!
And slowly but surely we'll be approaching the settlement itself. Thingy. So North Africa is just populated by a massive number of Carthaginians. Macedonians have defended their capital, their current capital, popularity gained with the masses. We have the most advanced faction, not the Egypt anymore. Caralis can expand. Priest of Jupiter or Appius Fonteus. Okay. And this is Julius Pontifex. By Jupiter, asking for the help of the gods is better when it is done with the voice of authority. +1 influence, +1 command. Construction report. Pantheon has been done. People in Carthage should feel very happy. The following factions are now at war. Greeks versus Pontus, Parthia and Numidia are allies though. Good.
Fleet ready!
Now this
Orders?
army here
Sir! Sir! Forward! Waiting
needs
to
to
ambush.
move into
General,
Arretium,
move out.
where they will retrain and gain necessary armor upgrades. Good. Also, I'm going to create myself a new army, which I'm going to use to fight my enemies. What else can be constructed? Cavalry stables. I'm gonna go for that next. But I'm going to increase my cavalry numbers, strengthen my cavalry quality, and that's it.